Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. NBA Insider reveals Lakers will try to trade with Nets, Wizards, Trail Blazers, Raptors, and Jazz. The Lakers are expected to be active in the trade market, and they will look to the NBA's weaker teams for potential players. The Los Angeles Lakers suffered their worst defeat of the NBA season on Wednesday night, as they were blown out 134-93 by the Miami Heat. It was a clear sign that the Lakers need to improve their roster. According to Eric Pinus of Bleacher Report, the Lakers cannot add extra salary to any trade and will try to trade with weaker teams like the Nets, Wizards, Jazz, Trail Blazers, Raptors, and the Jazz. The report from Pinus also mentioned D'Angelo Russell, Jalen Hood-Schifino, and Christian Wood as names to watch for as trade assets. Russell was mentioned in another report as one of 3 Lakers players who are available for trades. Hood-Schifino and Wood weren't mentioned in that report, meaning the Lakers have several stars they are open to parting ways with. D'Angelo Russell is in the final year of his contract and makes $18.6 million. He's currently underperforming, averaging just 12.4 points, 4.8 assists, 2.5 rebounds, 1.0 steals, and 0.1 blocks per game. Russell provides a cap-filling point guard who isn't playing winning basketball, which could be an attractive prospect for teams that are looking to tank going forward. Jalen Hood-Schifino is in his second season in the NBA and playing inconsistent basketball, averaging 2.0 points, 0.5 rebounds, 0.5 assists, 0.0 steals, and 0.5 blocks per game. He's in the second year of his rookie contract and makes $3.8 million a year. A young rebuilding team would like to add another young star with potential to their team. As for Christian Wood, he hasn't even played this season, as he has suffered from a knee injury. Last season, he played 50 games and averaged 6.9 points, 5.1 rebounds, 1.0 assists, 0.3 steals, and 0.7 blocks per game. He's earning $3.0 million this season and is in the final year of his contract. As an experienced big, he can provide decent contributions at a cheap price for rebuilding teams. LeBron James and Bronny James jerseys sold for astounding price. Losers of 5 of their last 7, 4 of those losses by an average margin of 30.5 points, the Los Angeles Lakers have nothing to smile about, except perhaps LeBron James and son Bronny James, whose game-worn jerseys in their opening night win over the Minnesota Timberwolves fetched a price tag of $102,000 at a Sotheby's auction. Now, that should take some of the edge off losing to the Wolves by 29 and then embarrassing themselves in Miami Heat by 41, a total margin of 70 points in 2 games. The unique package was made available via Sotheby's last month, with both items believed to have been worn when the Lakers played the Timberwolves on October 22, the same night Bron and Bronny made NBA history, per the report from TMZ. LeBron's jersey, Lakers' internal rift. Per the same report, the auction house photo matched LeBron James' jersey to opening night, media day, and preseason outings, and they repeated the process with Bronny James' jersey, though they remain unsure whether the Lakers rookie wore the same jersey in the 3 minutes he played in opening night. Moreover, as the bidding closed on Tuesday night, the final price for the jerseys reached a whopping $102,000, a good old chunk of money for the James gang. Still, if only they could transform those $102,000 to points, or at least buy the team some heart and pride, because in their 4 recent blowout losses, they came out with neither. For instance, the best player on the team, Anthony Davis, put up a scorching 12 points in their 109-80 loss to the Wolves, while Bron shot a historically bad 4-16 from the field. Then, AD lit up the stat sheet with 8 points in their 134-93 embarrassment to the Heat on Wednesday, while LeBron scored 29 against his former team. Los Angeles Lakers look to end skid against red-hot Hawks. the Los Angeles Lakers find themselves in a challenging position as they prepare to face the Atlanta Hawks on Friday, December 6, at State Farm Arena. After enduring a rough patch over their last 10 games, where they have gone 4-6, the Lakers are now grappling with a 2-game losing streak that has raised significant concerns about their form and competitiveness. Most recently, the team suffered a demoralizing blowout loss to the Miami Heat on Wednesday, a game symbolic of their current struggles. This matchup against the Hawks presents an opportunity for the Lakers to recalibrate and regain momentum, but it will not come easy against an Atlanta team riding high on a 5-game winning streak. Lakers struggles. The Lakers' recent performances have been troubling, particularly their last 2 losses to the Minnesota Timberwolves and Miami Heat. These defeats were not just routine losses, but historic in their severity. The Lakers were outscored by a combined 70 points across the 2 games, marking one of the worst 2-game stretches in franchise history. Such results have left fans and analysts questioning the team's ability to compete consistently at a high level. While LeBron James and Anthony Davis have taken accountability for these shortcomings, as has team advisor J.J. Redick, words alone will not suffice. The team must demonstrate tangible improvement on the court if they hope to reverse their fortunes. Looking to play better versus Atlanta. The upcoming game against Atlanta is more than just another contest on the schedule, it is a litmus test for the Lakers' resilience and character. The Hawks are one of the hottest teams in the Eastern Conference, boasting a 12-11 record and an offense that ranks 8th in the league with an average of 116.6 points per game. Their success is largely driven by Trae Young, who is averaging 20.7 points and a career-high 12 assists per game this season. Young's playmaking ability poses a significant challenge for a Lakers defense that has been porous, particularly on the perimeter. Additionally, Atlanta's improved defensive capabilities, now ranked 15th in the league, make them a formidable opponent on both ends of the court. Sportsbooks currently favor the Hawks in terms of betting odds, given their recent form and home court advantage. The Lakers' inconsistent performances and injury concerns have made them underdogs heading into this matchup. Bettors will likely consider Atlanta's offensive firepower and defensive improvement key factors in their favor. Those betting online will find the Lakers at plus 3.5 underdogs and plus 135 on the money line. The O/U is set at 225.5. Surging Hawks out to extend Lakers' recent woes. It's not hyperbole to say the Los Angeles Lakers are enduring one of their worst weeks in franchise history. After a 109-80 road loss to the Timberwolves on Monday, Los Angeles was gashed by the host Miami Heat 134-93 on Wednesday, marking the team's worst 2-game combined margin of defeat. The Lakers limp into the finale of their 4-game road trip on Friday in Atlanta against the surging Hawks. In Wednesday's loss, the Heat shot 57.8% from the field and 51.1%, 24 for 47, on 3-pointers. Soon-to-be 40-year-old LeBron James led the way with 29 points. Los Angeles made just 5 of its 22.7%, 3-point attempts, and Anthony Davis missed 11 of his 14 shot attempts. There has to be some ownership, first-year Lakers head coach J.J. Redick said. When a group is not performing well, it's easy to splinter and not want the ownership, particularly when it's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed, we're all embarrassed. That wasn't a game that I thought we had the right fight, the right professionalism. Not sure what was lost in translation. I'm not blaming players. I own this. But there needs to be ownership on the court, as well. Redick had Los Angeles rolling to begin the season but has since seen the team drop 6 of 8 games. Davis, who had a season-low 8 points on Wednesday, leads the team with 26.9 points and 11.3 rebounds per game, while James follows with averages of 22.3 points, 9.0 assists, and 7.9 rebounds. As for the Hawks, they are winners of 5 straight, most recently snapping the Milwaukee Bucks' 7-game winning streak Wednesday. Lakers struggles draw J.J. Redick-Steve Nash comparison from Kendrick Perkins. The Los Angeles Lakers were obliterated by the Miami Heat on Wednesday night, losing by a final score of 134-93. LA has now dropped 3 of their past 4 games overall, and they hold a 12-10 record. So, are the Lakers in trouble? There is plenty of time for the Lakers to bounce back, as the NBA season is still in December. With that being said, LeBron James and Anthony Davis have not played their best basketball as of late. It has become clear that when AD and LeBron struggle, the Lakers have trouble finding consistency. Kendrick Perkins has questions for Lakers head coach J.J. Redick, who is in his first season as an NBA head coach. Perkins even compared Redick to Steve Nash's difficulties in Brooklyn with the Nets. The Lakers quit on J.J. last night, and it's starting to remind me of Steve Nash in Brooklyn, Perkins wrote on X, formerly Twitter. Nash took over a Nets team with high expectations in 2020. However, Brooklyn failed to play up to their championship aspirations. After a challenging start to the 2022-23 campaign, the Nets ultimately went in a different direction. The situation is different with Redick, however, as LA's expectations are not as high. After all, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden were among the superstars who played for the Nets while Nash was the head coach. Meanwhile, the Lakers' current superstars are Anthony Davis and LeBron James, but LeBron is close to turning 40 years old. Lakers' LeBron James gets worrisome foot injury update after blowout loss versus Heat. Have we finally reached the part of the story where LeBron James' unfathomable longevity is turning into a detriment for the Los Angeles Lakers? Considering that he just won MVP honors in arguably the most stacked Olympics men's basketball field ever assembled, it seems risky to rush to such conclusions. James' recent play says otherwise, though. And now, he may have an injury situation to address. The 39-year-old is listed questionable for Friday night's game versus the Atlanta Hawks due to left foot soreness, via ESPN's Dave McMenamin. Austin Reeves will miss his 4th straight game with a pelvic contusion. Although Lakers fans desperately want to see a healthy and informed James take the court for the stumbling squad, 12-10, this news might explain why his performance has been lacking during the last several games. But they also cannot simply ignore the woolly mammoth in the room. The 4-time NBA Finals MVP will turn 40 at the end of the year. The wear and tear of playing basketball at an elite level for 2+ decades is going to take effect. No amount of conditioning and dietary restrictions can fully suppress the body's natural instinct to slow down at a certain point. LeBron James is serving the Iron Man role for Lakers thus far. James, who is averaging a bulky 34.7 minutes per contest in his 22nd campaign, still manages to fill up the stat sheet on many occasions: 22.3 points, 9.0 assists, and 7.9 rebounds in 22 games. He is shooting only 34.2% from three-point land, though. The legendary forward ended a troubling drought from distance in the Lakers' horrendous 134-93 loss to the Miami Heat on Wednesday, making his first tray in 21 attempts. Though, the most telling and jarring stat is the team's significant point differential when James is on the court versus when he is off of it. LA's problems were apparent when he was operating at an All-NBA third-team level last season, so it is unfair to suggest that giving him some rest will instantly revive the squad. The organization does have to carefully consider how it wants to manage his workload, however. For the Lakers' sake, hopefully the foot injury does not linger. They may sit out LeBron James against the Hawks, 12-11, in an effort to ensure that he feels healthy and refreshed for the days to come. Proposed trade swaps Lakers guard for $30 million veteran big. The Los Angeles Lakers have long been linked with a potential trade to add another big man to their roster. The position has been a weak link for the franchise in recent seasons, especially when Anthony Davis has missed time due to injury or illness. Jonas Valanciunas has consistently been mentioned as a potential trade candidate ahead of the February 6 trade deadline. In a recent episode of ESPN's NBA Today, Cap expert Bobby Marks shared a potential trade that could see the veteran big man swap the Washington Wizards for the purple and gold of the Lakers. The trade looks like this: Lakers receive Jonas Valanciunas, Wizards receive Gabe Vincent. The Lakers are an apron team, Marks said. They're not allowed to take back more money in a deal. Valanciunas certainly makes less than Vincent. The hard part is that trades don't happen right when December 15 is lifted. Most trades happen on deadline week. So, we might be in a little bit of a holding pattern as far as what the Lakers can do with their roster. Valanciunas has played in 19 games so far this season. He's averaging 12.1 points, 7.7 rebounds, and 2.1 assists while shooting 58% from the field. The Lakers may be concerned about his 25% shooting from three-point range this season, as they need a big who can stretch the floor. He is currently in the first year of a 3-year, $30 million contract that he signed this summer. Valanciunas wouldn't fix the Lakers. According to former NBA champion Kendrick Perkins, Valanciunas wouldn't fix the Lakers' current big man issues. Perkins' comments came during the same episode of NBA Today. He believes J.J. Redick's team needs an athletic big, rather than hulking veterans such as Valanciunas. Hell no, Perkins said. They need an athletic big. They need a guy, when you see them making a trade, they need someone that AD can benefit playing off of. I don't see him playing well alongside Valanciunas. We saw when they won a championship, they had athletic bigs in Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee. If the front office or coaching staff doesn't believe Valanciunas can move the needle, they should avoid trading for him. The Lakers have limited tradable assets. They must be judicious in who they target to help improve their current roster and their chances of postseason success. J.J. Redick wants Lakers player to take ownership. When speaking to the media following the Lakers' 93-134 blowout loss to the Miami Heat on Wednesday, December 4, J.J. Redick called on his players to take ownership of their performances. There has to be some ownership on the court, and I'll take all the ownership in the world, Redick said. This is my team and I lead it. I'm embarrassed. But I can't physically get us organized. I'm not blaming players. I own this. But, gonna need some ownership on the court as well. There's not a sense for me that we're together right now. Los Angeles has a brand new coaching staff this season. However, they are still dealing with issues similar to those last season under Darvin Ham. As such, it's clear the current roster is part of the problem. There doesn't appear to be a unity within the team. If the Lakers want to make a push for the playoffs, the players must find a way to get the best out of each other. Fortunately for Los Angeles, Rob Pelinka is never afraid to ring the changes at the trade deadline. We could find ourselves watching a very different version of the Lakers before the end of the season. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Jonas Valanciunas? Leave your opinion in the comments.